Hey everyone, this video is going to walk through a basic order entry in the operations portal. So to get started, we're going to pull up the customer that we are going to place the order on. To do that, you can click into the search box in the menu and search on companies. We'll go ahead and click on that link to go to the company screen. And this is going to be a full list of all of your customers. These can be synced from your ERP or even managed directly inside of Codeiris, depending on your setup. To find the customer, you can just type in their name or even their code in the search box. You can see as I'm typing in here, my results are coming up. And once I've found my customer, I'm going to click on this truck icon that says Start Order. That is going to create a new web order under our customer. You can see that we've been directed to the Details tab on the order. You have your web order number at the top here. And then in the summary section are the details on the customer that you've started that order on, along with when it was created and who created that order. Going through the details section, these are all of your basic items for the order, and these fields can all be updated as you're working on this. The first section is the billing address and tracking. This is going to pull the billing address details from your customer. And again, you can type into these fields to make updates. So for instance, if you need to add a purchase order number, you can click into that field and start typing. And whenever you click anywhere on the screen, we are automatically saving those updates. Scrolling down, you have the option of selecting this box to use billing as the delivery address. Otherwise, you have your delivery address section available here as well. And this is where you can type in any delivery details. So if I click into this address field, it is all type as you search. We use Google to pull up results. So you can see as I start typing in my address, I have a drop down and I can select results from that. It's going to fill in my information. I also have this location name field here. This can all be typed in by freehand, or you can pull up an existing location. So you can see once I clicked into that field, I have a list of all of my ship tos that are set up on this customer. And if I type in the name of one, I'll get my results, and I can select that from the drop down. So we'll just select this one here. You can see when I do that, it populates all the information from that ship to here. And I have a couple of options. I can click on this marker icon here. So right now we have it where it's going to be placed on an existing ship to, but I can also adjust with a few different options here. If I want to add a new ship to for the order, make it a one-time only order, or again, use an existing one. So depending on your configuration and setup, you can have a few options available here. Scrolling down, I have my delivery method section, so I can set how I am going to have this order shipped. And I can also set a location for my order. So I'll click into the drop down and pull that up. You can see if I scroll back up to the Google map, once I've set my warehouse, this actually updates to show the distance between the warehouse and the delivery address points on the map. There's a few more fields available. For delivery, you can set a delivery date, for instance. So if you click on the calendar, you're going to get that pop up and you can select your date from here. And then scrolling down, we have the customer comments section. This is going to be any comment you want to leave on the order, and it will be visible to your customer. So I'll click on the screen there and save that update. Once you have all of your details filled out on the screen, you can click over to the Items tab. This is where we are going to add items to our order. So for the basics here, we have this Add Item field that you can click into. And this is all type as you search. So as you are typing in those product codes or those names, you're going to get your results that come up here. And then you can select from the drop down. You can see when I select that item, I can actually view all of my inventory across the different yards. So this is really handy, so you can see that inventory in real time as you add the items to the order. And then this quantity field is automatically going to default to 1, but you can enter in a new number here and hit enter, and you're going to add that item then to your order. So you can see we've got our product code that we typed in selected from that drop down. We've got the quantity we've entered, and it's now been added to my order here. I'm just going to type in a few more items to add to our order. And then once I have all of my items added here, you can actually make updates to your line items as needed. So again, maybe you need to adjust the quantity on something. You can click into that cell and make your updates, hit enter to save. And depending on your level of permissions, there are many different columns that you can choose from. If you click this show hide columns, you can even add additional ones to your view here. And you can make updates as needed. So for instance, maybe we need to update the sell price on something. We can enter in that amount here and hit enter. And it is making those changes in real time as we adjust those line items. You can update your line item order. So if you need this second one in the first spot, for instance, you can click into the line field, hit your new line number and hit enter. And you can see that's now been rearranged. And if you need to remove an item from the order, you just simply highlight the row, and then you can click into edit and select delete selected rows, or you can use your keyboard shortcut to make that update as well. And this whole section here works very similar to either Excel or Google Sheets, so it's really quick and easy to make your updates as needed in here. Once you have all of your items on your order, you can go back to the Details tab, and we are going to total out our order. So on the right-hand side, depending on how you have your system configured, you do have taxes that can be added. For this configuration, we have them available as a drop-down, but for some integrations, they'll automatically be calculated. We're just going to add a few taxes here as I click from the drop-downs for the example right now. And then I'm going to scroll down and just go ahead and click calculate on my order. You can see it's now been updated with my subtotal from those line items, my shipping charges, taxes, everything's been applied here to get you that grand total. And then once you have that all set, there's a few different options on sharing this with your customer. If we go up to the icons in the upper right here, I'm going to click generate file. And you can generate your order details as either a customer PDF to share with customers, or even an internal one if you need to check it here on the operations portal first. So we'll go ahead and click customer PDF. I'm going to get this window where I can generate my PDF. We'll have the default template listed here. You don't need to make any updates to that. And then you have a couple of different options. You can choose if you want to display those product totals or not. And then also, depending on your configuration, there is an option to sort your items by either line number or different product groups. I'm going to go ahead and click generate for that, and the system is creating my PDF for my order. So it's directed me to this customer files tab where it's been saved to the order, and I can preview or download the PDF from the section. So I just clicked on that eye icon to preview it. So you can see a preview of the PDF here. This is our base template that's available, but this can be customized depending on your needs. You can also email a copy of the order to your customer. To do that, you click the email order icon in the top here. And again, you'll have a few different options for configuring that email. We'll have the template already pre-filled here. You can choose again if you want to display pricing to the customer or not. There's an option on displaying that payment link. This is if you collect payment on orders, and that's an additional configuration that we can work with you on. So you can select yes or no to include that in the email. And then again, you'll have your sort items by either the line or the product group, which can be available depending on your configuration. I'll go ahead and click configure in this, and it is going to generate my email to send to my customer. And so you can see here what we have is we've included that payment link up here. Scrolling down, this has all of the details on the order to send to your customer. And you can type into this email if you need to send a customized message to your customer. You can do that here. You can even attach documents to this. So that customer file that we just generated, if I click this attach file icon, it will allow me to add any customer files to this email. So we'll just go ahead and select that file and attach to the email. And if you scroll down here, you can see this is now available at the bottom. I'll go ahead and type in the customer's email address and then click send to send that email off to them. Now the great thing about doing this all in the operations portal is that everything is saved to the order. So we showed you the PDF that was generated and saved here under customer files. That email that was just sent off is saved as well. So if I scroll over and click into emails, you can see a record of that here, and you can even preview that email or click into it and view the attachments that were sent out. Once your order is all set, you also can push it to your ERP. To do that, you'll go ahead and just click this Release to ERP Cloud icon. And if that's hooked up to your ERP, the system is going to return your ERP order number and everything will be all synced up. So it's a quick walkthrough of the order entry in the operations portal. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you so much for watching this video.